video about irregular verbs, we focused on the verb ir, which means to go. In this video, we're going to talk about a specific kind of irregular verb, which is stem changing verbs. You know enough about Spanish grammar now to make an inference about what stem changing verbs are. So let's look at the verb jugar. I'm going to write it nice and big so that my notes are clear to see. Jugar means to play. Since it's a stem changing verb, I can infer that something in the stem is going to change. Circle the ending, write your stem. I'm going to keep saying it until you got it stuck in your head forever and ever. I hope to see you in Meyer 20 years from now and you go, circle the ending, write your stem. Then at least I'll know that you were one of my students and not just some random person. Okay, jugar means to play. It's a stem changing verb, and when we have a stem changing verb, it always means that the vowel is going to change. Now for this, I'm going to use 3 different colors. The vowel is always going to be the thing that changes. So not this ending, not that vowel, but this vowel. And the verb jugar is a stem changer from U to UE. Later on, you'll learn about other stem changing verbs and how those stems change. But once you learn the pattern, then you know, hey, if this is a stem changer, this is how it changes. No big deal. So here's my verb, jugar. Jugar means to play. So I'm going to change my stem. Remember, circle the ending, write your stem. I'm going to write who, but remember it changes from U to UE. Wig, wig, wig. Before you write it here, I have to caution you. The stem never changes right in this spot, in the we spot. Here it is still jug. Amos. Oh, I started writing in my endings. Gotta slow down. Jueg, 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 and then jueg is here too. So I'm gonna pause for a second and I'm gonna show you the interesting little pattern that this forms. Your stem only changes on any stem changing verb. Your stem is not gonna change in all of them. And right now we're talking about stem changing verbs that change right within this pattern that I like to call das Boot. Now, das Boot is absolutely not a Spanish word, but ain't it fun to say? Das Boot is where we change. So when you go to conjugate your verb and I say, why doesn't that one change? You're just gonna say, because it's not in das Boot. And I'm going to say, very good, because it is not in das Boot. So my stem will change. Hier und hier und hier und hier. Hug, hueg, 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 hug. There we go. And I'm not going to highlight that one because I want to make sure to point out where the stem is changing and help myself to see this later. You should be able to look at your notes and in just a glance, remember this whole lesson. Now let's go ahead and add on our AR endings. Our AR endings, we have O, as, a, amos, an. I'm going to use my yellow highlighter to highlight my AR ending and my AR endings in the different spots. Okay, it's about to get real, people. We're going to combine the weather and things that we like to do when we're talking about things that we like to play or where we like to play. So let's talk about when the weather is good, I play sports. Let's try that one. Cuando hace, how do I say good weather? Buen tiempo. Cuando hace buen tiempo, juego deportes. When the weather's nice, I play sports. You don't even have to write that in English if you're going to remember it. If you're going to forget it, then go ahead and write it down. And yeah, I abbreviated because at this point, I hope that I kind of know that I'm talking about weather. Cuando hace buen tiempo, juego deportes. Now, maybe there's a certain sport that you don't like to play. You could say, no juego. For example, I like sports, but I don't play soccer. No juego fútbol. What if we wanted to say, when the weather's bad, I don't play at the park? Let's start out with when the weather's bad. Cuando hace. Notice I'm not saying hace. And I'm not saying like hake. The C and the E next to each other, that makes what's called a soft C. And so it goes s. And the H is always silent in Spanish. Cuando hace mal tiempo. Cuando hace mal tiempo. I'm going to make some little emojis to remind myself. Good and bad. Weather's great, not so great. Cuando hace mal tiempo, no juego. I don't play al parque. Because remember, it was el parque, but I want to say at the park. Yeah, ir plus a is I'm going to. A plus el means at the. We should probably make that note and make it stand out. A plus L is at the. So al park. Now, what if I want to say the weather's bad? I'm not going to swim. To say the weather's bad, remember I get rid of the cuando because I'm not saying when. I want to just say it like it is. The weather's bad. Hace mal tiempo. I'm not going to go to the, did I say pool or beach? Let's go with pool. Hace mal tiempo, the weather's bad. No voy a ir. Now, voy a ir means I'm going to go. No voy a ir means I'm not going to go. To the pool, a la. Here it's not al because piscina is la piscina. If it was el, then it would be al. No voy a ir a la piscina. I'm not going to go to the pool. Continue to practice these sentences. Make your own. Remember, you always have the back sides of your pages. That's a great place to practice these sentences. Buena suerte.